Hello, tubers, tubettes, the ever-expanding circle of crazy people. I'm here with my old friend, and your friend by now, John Harper. And we thought it was time that we do a little update. So many people have been asking so many questions. Instead of trying to individually answer everybody, I thought I'd just talk with John. There's going to be ambient noise. We're sitting outside. We can't find a quiet place to do this. And in fact, I don't think there is a quiet place in the Philippines.
No.
Yeah, other than the morgue at night.
No.
Yeah. So, John, in your own words, if you will, how are you doing since the last time we talked?
Well, 1,000% better. I'm doing well. My health is certainly improved. My mind has certainly improved. I'm putting weight on. The kids are doing absolutely fantastic. You know, they went to the hospital, as everybody probably knows by now.
Can you give us a little information on what happened with the girls?
Well, Diana and I went to the doctor down at Holy Child there, and the doctor told us that the kids needed to be admitted immediately because they had double pneumonia. So that's pretty much what happened. And we went through all of the how can I say it? All the medicines and everything else. I mean,
Weren't they on like breathing treatments or something?
Yeah, they were on breathing treatments, antibiotics, and vitamins and things that I couldn't find in the drugstores.
They changed their formula too.
Changed the formula from something that was rather inexpensive to something that was super expensive. And we bought bottles for them, new bottles.
Okay.
We sterilized the bottles all, over and over again, and mostly on the doctor's advice. So they were there about 8 days or so.
And how are they doing today?
They're great, Paul.
I haven't seen them. We just met up for coffee.
They're so happy. I mean, Mara. I think she's going to be a superhero. She's standing. She's not even crawling.
And how old are the girls?
4.5 months or so.
4.5 months. So I think it's been almost a month since we last chatted.
Okay.
And I've kind of been holding off on doing anything else because let some time go on, and let you do what you're doing. And so there's been a lot of changes between the last time we talked and today.
There's lots of changes. The first, I guess, if I go back to step one, they took me out of the barangay and I went to a...
Hold on 1 second. We had a trike race going by here, so... Okay.
They took me out of the barangay, and I went to a hotel for I don't know,
2 weeks,
4 or 5 days or so, and then we ended up in the hospital. So.
Oh, that's true.
And then since then, I have an apartment, and Diana's living with me and the kids, and she's super happy. I'm super happy. So that's about it.
And you've got some other big news too.
Oh, I have work. I'm now working. I'm no longer a welfare recipient, so to speak. I start the job. Well, actually, I started the job, but I have to take a bus to get there and a bus to get back. The people are absolutely fantastic. The team leader asked me to go ahead and meet some people, and before I knew it, within 5 minutes, all the people came over, were introducing themselves, helping me with the work, showing me what to do, and I'm really super happy. I'm very, very grateful for having a job.
And I think that was I don't know if you did that on your own or was that through the support group?
I did that on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, that was something that I did. Actually, Diana used to work for these guys
Uh-huh.
at at-home worker.
Uh-huh.
And I walked down to where their headquarters was, and I went in and said, "Hi, I'm John, and I'm looking for a job." And they put me to the team leader, and he did a short interview with me, and he liked what he saw and liked what he heard, and I'm probably the first foreigner that's working for them. I get a lot of looks when I go in there because they're like, "Hey, what's this guy doing here?" But these guys aren't like that at all. The people who work there are tremendous. I'm very lucky to have them.
And there's no issues with you being a foreigner here working there because it's an American-based company?
Yeah, there's no issues for me to have a visa or anything like that.
Okay. And it's not a high-paying job.
No, it's well, I could tell you it's about I can make anywhere from 10 to 20,000 pesos a month.
That's $200 to $400 a month.
Yeah.
And so I think that while that's a good start, that's probably not enough to cover everything.
No.
But it's certainly something to help stop the bleeding.
Yes.
And there's nothing saying that you can't progress. There's always Cambly, like we've talked about, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just say if you keep moving forward and putting forth the effort and not settling, that you never know what might happen. I mean, did you envision yourself to be doing what you're doing 2 months ago, 3 months ago?
No, they didn't respond. I mean, the guy said he would respond to me. He sent a message to Human Resources, and I never heard from him.
Was that at Cambly?
No, this was at the other
Oh, the
job.
new job.
The
Okay.
new job, yeah. And I hadn't heard from him for almost 6 weeks. So I just wrote it off. I was like, okay, Filipinos don't want to be confrontational at all. So I said, well, he's just blowing me off. And then I went home one day, and I looked at my email and the spam, and there was the emails from the HR, and I had to scramble. There was a meeting in 2 hours that I needed to be there, on my laptop at home, and or actually it's Diana's laptop. But anyway, and that's how I ended up getting the job.
Cool.
The other things though, there's the Camly that I put in for, and there's also I made a video for that, an introductory video, and answered the questions and everything. And then there's the the U.S. Embassy, that has many job postings that I'm also want to get into, and I also there's some guys from the group put me in touch with Up Group, which is Upwork
okay.
in the U.S., which I have my resume. They looked at my resume and vetted that out and everything. So I'm ready to do all of these things.
So compared to how you were 3 months ago when I first talked to you, I think it's been 2 or 3 months. I don't even remember. How are you doing today?
1,000% better, and that's thanks to you, Paul.
Well, no, I think it's thanks to the community. And I think that today we were having coffee with 2 other guys, and these are guys that Rike helped set up, which is Rike's part of the community. And these guys have been reaching out to you and talking to you, giving you advice, giving you encouragement, buying you a pizza here and there to take home to Diana,
yes.
So you have a little treat every now and then. You've got a roof over your head. You've got formula for the babies. You've got air conditioning, internet, which will help you work, and refrigeration. I mean, it's not a big, luxurious place. I've been in there, but it is everything I just mentioned. It's shelter. It's temperature controlled. You've got a refrigerator. You've got a sink. You do your cooking at home.
Yes.
You've been a real miser with the money, the funds that you have.
A good guardian.
You're a good steward of the funds, so I'm very happy about that. The babies are healthy. How's the relationship going with you and Diana? And you don't have to get into any particulars. I just, and if you don't want to answer that, that's fine too.
Well, I think I've said before, when Diana's not in the barangay, she's a different person.
Okay.
And she still has her Tampo episodes, which is common for having a Filipina girlfriend, I guess. You're not going to get around that. I mean, there's guys in the group who tell me that his wife in the U.S. is acting exactly like Diana is.
Okay.
So I mean, a Filipina's a Filipina, and they're going to have these issues. So. but other than that, she's a great mother. She's taking care of the kids. You know, she's washing clothes, she's cooking, she's helping me support my work and everything. So, no, it's doing really, really well.
Do you see a long-term future there, or is it too new to rate? Is it too early for me to ask that question?
I I don't know yet. Paul.
Okay, that's a fair answer.
I
That's a fair
don't
answer.
know yet. You know, we need to continue getting past these Tampo issues and getting on a good standing.
100% of, not 100%, but 50% of the comments that I've received, and I've just perused some of the comments. There was over 7,000 or 8,000 or something on the videos that we've done previously. But the majority of those, the negative comments, if you want to call them that, or maybe they're just realistic, they say Diana's going to split as soon as the money dries up. Do you concur with that? Do you agree with that? Do you agree that's the why she's with you? In other words, is that the motivation to be with you? Or is it the motivation to make an improvement for her kids? Or do you not know?
I really can't answer that right now. All
Fair
I know
enough.
is that the good Diana is the good Diana. You know, when she goes home, you know, to see her family and stuff, that's when we get problems. So, you know, we need to stop this stuff with her family all the time.
Okay. And as far as your work, I think it's healthy, number one, just for your self-esteem that you're working. Number two, you're taking a bus to and from work, right?
Yeah.
And we're not going to say where he's working at because he's signed like a agreement with them, and that's that. But I think that gives an opportunity for you to leave the house for how many hours do you work? I don't know.
It's 2 to 9.
Okay, so there's 7 hours plus you got another hour or two travel time,
Yeah,
right?
so that's
All right, so you got about 11 hours there.
yeah.
And that gives her a break from you.
Yeah.
And that gives you a break from her. And it kind of sounds like a regular old American setup, right?
Yeah.
Where you get up in the morning, you know,
Yeah.
brush your teeth, you have breakfast, you kiss the kids, you
Yes.
wave goodbye, and you hop on the bus or the subway or
Yes.
the car or whatever, and you go to work.
I'm supporting
and
the
then
family.
you come home. And you're the breadwinner, which
Yes.
is healthy, you know?
Yes.
And like I said, it's important. I was thinking, I know it would drive me buggy, and I don't think May and I have had more than 3 fights the entire time we've been together. But just to be locked up, not locked up, but cooped up, if you will, in a room with one other person all the time,
Yeah,
will make you nuts. You know, I mean, it's just you need some air, you need some moment alone. So I think that's healthy as far as the relationship goes. I think that the kids are going to be the permanent glue between you and Diana, whether you guys stay together or not. So, you know, my hope and prayer is that either way that it goes, is that the two of you can reach some sort of fair middle ground with each other. Should you decide to stay together, awesome. Should you decide to go separate ways, that's fine. Might be healthier for you, might be healthier for her. But as long as the kids are getting equal opportunity to be with their parents, both their parents.
Yeah, you know, like I said, you know, the kids going back to that barangay is a real big problem for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what'll happen to the kids.
Yeah, I would agree that it's much more sanitary conditions where you're at now. I haven't been to the barangay and laid eyes on it, but that's about it. So anything else you want to tell the folks? It looks like you've gained some weight.
Yes.
The girls have gotten healthy.
Yes, they're doing great.
When the formula crisis hit in America, I requested that you go out and stock up on
I
formula.
did. I bought.
It was me overreacting.
I bought 6 kilos worth of formula. Plus, I still had 2 kilos. So yeah, that's a big thing.
All right. So you got to work. You got the kids. The kids are progressing nicely. You and Diana are kind of hanging out, and you having your, like any other couple, I suppose. You're having your good days and your bad days.
Yeah, that's what I tried to explain to Diana. I says, you know, we were living together, you know, so you know we're gonna have some unpleasant conversations that you might not like or something like that, And I mean that's what happens in a relationship. So those have been things are going. We have about 2 good weeks of no problems at all, none at all, and then we have a couple days of the the Tampo business, and so if we can get
And I think
past
to be
that,
fair to Diana, you're not guiltless in all this too. I'm imagining
No.
you get into your moods. You get a little
Yeah,
pissed off now and then at this
sure.
and that. You get fed up. You get tired. You get hungry.
Yeah.
You get annoyed, and you might say some unkind or unpleasant things. I have. None of us are,
Yeah.
are walking on water
Yeah, I'm
here.
not blameless.
You know?
I'm not blameless.
So at the end of the day, is there anything else you'd like to update the kids about? As far as it's been about a month since we last talked.
Well, all I can do is say thank you so much for everything that everybody has done for me, and I'm doing the best I can to live up to my part of the bargain.
What about the one last question? I kind of skipped. What about the community of guys that's been set up, where you've been able to kind of process questions with them, meet up with them like we did today? What kind of effect has that had on your mental state?
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm around people that are, well, my own kind. I'm not in a barangay where people don't speak the language, and the chismis is crazy. And once I'm taken out of there, I mean, the group has been tremendous, and I'm not afraid to ask questions or to give updates or anything like that. And these guys are very experienced in what they do. They're older guys, and they will tell me exactly the way it is, and it really makes a huge difference for me.
Yeah, I've seen a big difference in you also, just in your cognitive abilities. In other words, processing information, being able to make decisions, rational decisions.
Yeah.
Just your general attitude. You're smiling a lot more. You're laughing and joking around with the guys. So there's a lot to be said about, interacting with people on a positive level, people that do support you. You find out that there is good in the world, that there are nice people in the world, as opposed to being in some kind of swamp, if you will, of negativity and gossip and all that noise.
Well, I must admit, I was a little skeptical at first, reaching out to these guys in the group, and then as the time went on, and you helped me with that. You said, look, you need to give a little more updates, you need to be a little bit more open, and I started doing that, and I started to trust these guys.
Yeah, I give him like a weekly ass chewing.
But I really, yeah, he does. Hopefully those will get few and far between also.
They're soft.
But these guys I really trust them with anything that I have to say. They've said to me over and over again, we're here to support you, and we're your friend, and whatever things you decide to do or whatever decisions you should make, we're here. Wow, that I've never had that before, and that makes me with a big hop in my step when I go walking.
Yeah. I think that for the guys watching at home that may be in a similar situation as you, maybe not a financial morass or abyss that they're in, but they might be in a mental abyss. They might be in a loneliness abyss. They might be in that conflict abyss. And I think that what you do is, as far as contributing, is that you're showing that change can happen. There's a guy that can be literally homeless and down, and just by being candid and honest and relating your story, that the community can pull together in a positive way. You're definitely not living the life of Riley or anything, but it can have that positive effect. And hopefully it gives hope to the guy that's in the position you were in 2 or 3 months ago.
I hope so. I hope so, because having a support, having guys who are there for you, who message you just out of the blue or video call you to say, hey, how's it going? I just wanted to see how you're doing. Man, that is just worth its weight in gold to have a support system like that.
Yeah. That's worth a lot more than money, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, lights up.
100% yes.
So I don't know. I guess if I was to offer a word out there about all this, is if you're at home right now, wherever that might be, and you're feeling low or down or whatever, maybe get involved. You know, do like John did and go ahead and reach out and join something, become part of something, instead of just kind of wallowing in misery, which is what you were doing.
Yes.
Okay, and then with a little encouragement and with a little kickstart, a little kick in the ass, we did get you out of there. And the good news is you took the ball and ran with it. So we'll do another update, I guess, in another month or so. As long as people are interested in hearing about it, I guess we should let them know what's going on. Okay. All right, Skids. Well, thanks for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
I know there's a lot of noise and nonsense going on, but thanks for bearing with us. Anything else?
That's all.
All right. Well, John said that's all, so that must be all. We'll see you in the next video.